We respectfully request the Sangha great virtues for the sake of this assembly and all living beings. Please turn the wonderful Dharma wheel to teach and guide us how to end birth and death, leave suffering and attain bliss, and quickly realize non-birth. Cung thính đại đức tặng tình, vì thứ pháp phối cập nhật thiết chúng sanh, thịnh chuyên diệu pháp luân giao đạo ngã mù, như há liêu sanh thoát tư ly khổ đạc lạc, thất chứng vô sanh. Homage to the Blessed, Noble, and Perfectly Enlightened One. Namo Saranto Suchedo Ye Olahudi San Miao San Puto Xie. Namo Tak Dak Tha Toya Daja Alahade Tamyo Tambo Da Toa. The unsurpassed, profound, subtle, and wonderful Dharma, 100,000 million aeons, is difficult to encounter. Now that I'm able to see and hear, I will receive and maintain it. I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual doctrines. Wu shang sheng sheng wei miao fa bai qian Wan jie nan zhao yu wo jin jie wen de shou qi yuan jie ru lai zhe shi yi. O Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Great Master Sutra, Great Master YongHua, all good monks and nuns and all good knowing advisors of Emitofuo. 诸佛菩萨、智者大士、师父上人各位出家人各位善知识Emitofuo. Chư Phật Bồ Tát, kính thưa trí giả đại sư Thượng Tiến Hóa, quý thầy cô và quý vị tri thức A Di Đà Phật. Hello everyone, today is the 7th of June 2025. Thank you for joining our discussion here at Go Force of the Vimalakirti Sutra. And we're on slide 301 towards the end of the first chapter. All right. This Bodhisattva is Bodhisattva Pearl Top Knot. We started last week and we continue here. These Bodhisattva, they're about there is representative list, a small list of these Bodhisattvas in attendance. There are 32,000 Bodhisattvas in attendance. When the Buddha was speaking this Vimalakirti Sutra, these are very, very high-level Bodhisattvas. They're actually called Mahasattvas. They are Buddhas or almost Buddhas, not that much different from Buddhas. That's why the names are mentioned. That's why they're here to certify the assembly. All right. He's known. This Bodhisattva Mahasattva is known. Thank you. As Pearl Top Knot. Top knot is a bump in the middle of the head. The only Bodhisattvas have and Buddhas have, and pearl because inside the top knot there, underneath the hair, there is a as you wish pearl. Okay? As you wish pearl there, as the name implies, this pearl here, he can grant the wishes to all living beings. If living beings wish to have a bride, they have a bride. Living beings wish to have children, they get children from this wish-fulfilling pearl. Okay, so through this, the power, the magic of this wish-fulfilling pearl, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva is able to accord with living beings' wishes. How does it come about? Where did he get this pearl, wish-fulfilling pearl? It's a commonplace in Buddhism. In the other religion, they're enamored with miracles and so forth. We actually, in Buddhism, we practice and we harness our blessings, okay, and virtue. So the path of cultivation in Buddhism is to accrue both blessings and virtue. Blessings are your real assets. This is your personal wealth that you carry lifetime after lifetime. Okay? Here in the Saha world, our wealth is measured in terms of material possessions, meaning that you count your houses for most of us. Some of you have stocks, some of you have bitcoins and so forth, gold and so forth. Those are your tangible assets. Okay? Problem with these assets is that they can be stolen, they can be scammed of these assets, and furthermore, they depreciate. If you don't, sometimes you use them to lose the value through depreciation, or Bitcoin prices will fluctuate. And when the time you need to sell, you need the money, and you sell it, you might lose money. Okay, whereas. And finally, another drawback of the material possession, material wealth, is that it is only for this lifetime. After you're dead, it actually could cause problems for your siblings. Okay, could make them happier and more content and more entitled, feel more entitled, or they could engage in fighting over the inheritance and so forth. Okay, point being that you cannot take these material possessions with you after you die, whereas the blessings are the true source of those material possessions you have. If you have money, you're rich, is because you have blessings that were transformed into material possessions. Okay? So that's why in Buddhism, we don't worry about material things, we worry about harnessing blessings. And you harness blessings by creating merit and virtue. Merit is when you help others. Okay? So for example, you help others, okay, you generating blessings that you carry with you as part of your wealth, lifetime after lifetime. Okay, no one can take it from you, and you can use it anywhere. If you're born as Russian, you manifest your blessings might be transformed into rubles or missiles, depending on who you are. Okay? And you see, the idea is that the material things we have in life originate from your blessings. Okay? And so people may look poor, may look like they don't have a lot of material things, but actually they could have a lot of blessings. Case in point, the monks and nuns, they have a lot of blessings. You know why? Because Master YongHua says, every day in the morning, we recite this Suranga mantra. Mamo sandonto suchet doye la di samya. Is that? Yeah, Suranga mantra, right? And we recite it every single day in the morning ceremony. And because the monks and nuns do that, they're supposed to do that, by the way. Okay, now she's interested. You paying attention? Okay. In Korea, they don't do that. Here, what we learned from Master YongHua, he brought that Dharma from China here, is that in the morning we recite it. And in the future, Master YongHua says, according to the sutras, according to the Buddhist scriptures, in the future, these monks and nuns, these lay people, who in the future, they will have enough blessings to be an emperor for 1, 2, 3, 4. Shall I keep going? 5, 6, 7. 2. This woman is too greedy. 7 lifetimes. You can be an emperor for 7 lifetimes from reciting his mantra, called the Shranga mantra. Okay, so a lot of Buddhist practices, they generate tremendous amount of blessings. That's why the monks and nuns, we don't worry about going and make money and earn money and get rich. That time that we spend on trying to make more money and getting rich is better spent on these various Buddhist practices that generate far more blessings. Okay? So far so good. Are we still together? All right? So that these blessings are your true wealth, okay? They are stored in your consciousness. So after you die, the consciousness will be transferred to the next body, and next body, and next body. Okay? So in time, in the future, you have this body here, and these blessings somehow will mature, and you turn into an emperor, you turn into Warren Buffett, and so forth. Okay? That's how Buffett did it, by the way. He accrued a lot of blessings. That's why he became a very wealthy man. Yes, you too.
Master, there's a question on YouTube. It's in Chinese, so I did a ChatGPT translation to English. Dear Master, I'm currently troubled by a certain state of mind. When I divorced my husband, he accused me of domestic violence. Because of that, my 2 children have been separated from me and have been brainwashed by my ex-husband. I used to be a full-time housewife and took care of the children for 14 years. For a long time, my whole life revolved around them. Now that I can no longer see them in my daily life, I often feel an inexplicable emptiness in my heart, like going from the ocean to the land, a kind of dizzy, weightless feeling. May I ask, what should I do whenever this feeling arises? I look forward to your guidance. Thank you very much.
You go to land, you feel lost, and you prefer to be in the ocean. I'm the exact opposite. Yeah, that's the wrong guy. Okay? I go on a kayak and I get seasick. Never mind on the ocean. Good Lord. I remember that Club Med thing. Nearly died. Kayaking out. And I felt so seasick, I couldn't even have the strength to kayak back. Anyway, I'm sorry that you are you're suffering a lot through this domestic thing here. It's maybe it's a blessing in disguise in a way, because you spend your entire life worrying about your children. You never took care of yourself. That's why you're ill-prepared for the time when you no longer have them. Okay? So you can look at it that way and you say, I spent my entire life taking care of my children, now without them I have no meaning. And then it's not a healthy relationship between you and your children. You are creating this dependency from you to your children for your life to be meaningful, for you to feel good about yourself. And then eventually down the road, I'm afraid I have to tell you that you become a burden to them. Okay? So, sounds like they're still teenagers and it's still time for you to make adjustments. Now it's time for you to start thinking about the meaning of your life. You should not be around just your children. Okay? It's not a healthy relationship. Yes, we are obligated to take care of our children because they need our help, they need our protection, they need our guidance. Okay? How about finding balance in your life, finding meaning in your life so that you know how to live as a happy person instead of a person who is so dependent on them. You become a burden, as I said. And therefore, it's an opportunity for you. It's sooner is better than later, that you should find some way to restore your balance and find meaning in your life. Okay? And so that's in a way is a good thing because you're feeling bad, and before with how this tragedy, you wouldn't feel the need to look at yourself and find ways to be happier and find meaning in your life instead of putting all the eggs in that one basket, your family, your children. Okay? I don't know, what else am I missing? I don't have any children, so I have no clues. What else to tell her? Huh? Anyone who has children? No one? Okay, thanks a lot, guys. You too, I'm full too. So. Okay, so you should meditate, become stronger, and cultivate, and maybe someday you become stronger and you'll be a source of inspiration and a source of support for them instead of being so attached to your children. Okay? And finally, you accord with conditions. When we're given a chance to take care of our children, let's do our best to take care of our children. Okay? Now you don't have the children anymore, then find something else to do with your life. Stop looking at the past. If you were to tell me that your children are in bad shape and they're not getting guidance, your ex-husband is not a good person, that would be a worse problem. But it doesn't seem to be the case. It's that you miss them terribly, and I feel for you. I'm sorry it happened to you, but it's an opportunity for you, from my perspective, to rise to the occasion and make yourself stronger and much less dependent on your children or dependent on anyone as for that matter. Okay, the relationships between you and another person, whether it's children or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband and so forth, should be based on self-sufficiency. That's my attitude. You should be able to take care of yourself and be strong on your own so that you can contribute to the relationship instead of simply becoming a burden for comfort, for meaning. All right? Move on. Become a better woman. All right, thanks for asking. Anyone else? You? Okay.
Thank you, Master. When I work under pressure, I tend to be very panicking, and not even working or even daily lives. After I cultivate, I notice it. Like my mind is everywhere. I'm able to acknowledge it, but what is my root cause of it, and what can I do to reduce it or even eliminate it? Because I don't like that feeling.
You panic?
When I work under pressure.
Under pressure?
Yeah.
Anyone can help? I have no clue what he's talking about. Why would you panic under pressure? Anyone, please. Por favor. Huh? Why would you panic under pressure? Why do you panic? Yes. Macho Nacho.
So for me, I'm not sure if it's the same reason, but for me, when I'm under pressure, I have so many thoughts that I cannot focus. Because I try to do the work, but more thoughts are coming.
So you panic too?
Now, not that much, because when it happens, I try to focus on the navel and cross my legs.
And it helps?
Yeah.
Focus your navel. It's real right there. If I tell you anything, it's my imagination. Anyone else? Please, that's very helpful, thank you. What else do you do besides focusing your navel? Do you sing or?
I don't do any other things. If not, if it's too much, I go and I just don't work.
You don't work?
Too much work.
Okay. That's very different, these Europeans. Anyone else? What do you do when you panic? XW. What do you do when you're under pressure, when you're stressed out? What do? You freeze.
Do nothing.
And that's supposed to help? You Buddhists are so weird. Okay? Yes, from the land of, I don't know, of poor tea.
Thank you, Master. I used to panic when I under
You
the pressure.
used to panic too?
Yeah. I think it's because
How did arise that you panicked? From what? From work? From what? For him, it's too much work, right? From pressure from work, yes? Okay, pressure from work.
It could be from work or from some family issue, like when I call my parents, they are not feel good. They have some requests, like they want to move to another house, something like that.
And you panic?
Yeah, I will panic a little.
Because they move closer to you?
No. Because we don't live very close. I cannot help. So
and you panic because you cannot help?
Yeah. So I think I panic is because...
Have you heard of moving people? Starving students movers?
No, it's not that simple. You hire people to move. It's not about the move. It's about the where to move, who can take care of them. Yeah. It's like too much to me. I cannot handle.
They're your parents, they're not your children. You don't have to take care of them. They have to take care of you.
Yeah. So later I realized that after cultivation, I think I need to take care of myself first, then I have ability to take care of others. But at that time,
Sounds so selfish. I want you to know, Buddhism, we're not that selfish. You're not helping. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I panic is just because it's too much. I cannot handle. I don't know what to do.
So you panic.
Yeah, I panic. Too many worries in my head. And later, after I start to cultivate, I think I ask myself to focus one things I can do. That later, because I still keeping cultivate, so I found out I am less and less panic. When something happens, I just think, oh, what I can do, and I focus on that. So
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Anyone else?
Thank you.
Nữ nurse, you have under a lot of stress as well yourself. Do you panic when you stressed out? Huh? At work, it's a matter of life and death for you. Yeah? I cannot wait. It's actually, she's a lot worse off than you are. Because you really are not, doing anything that life-threatening situations. What about you? When you are under those situations, do you panic at all?
Thank you, Master. I seldomly find myself panic.
You panic?
No,
Never?
I seldom.
You
but-
seldom?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But the reason is whenever at work, I tend to pick the most difficult patient because I know that
The others can't handle it.
Yes.
And then they have to call you eventually.
Yes, if I give it to other, they call, but then I can see the stress in my coworkers, so I take it. And I notice when I'm around the patient, just like the other day, we have a patient that found herself, she using drug and then surrounded with foil elements. She probably smoked something. And then the family, and then she passed out in her garage. And then her family gave her Narcan. And normally only the family that use drug have Narcan to counteract the medicine. So she passed out. She see in the garage, family gave her Narcan, called the ambulance. They came, she see one more time, admitted into the hospital. And the whole time she was panicking, jumping everywhere. So when I came in, she smelled like a homeless person, but she's not homeless because she can't take care of herself. Constantly say, I want my boyfriend, I want my boyfriend. And what I did at that moment, I just calm her down by just hold her hand and say, okay, I'm here, just answer her question. And then I try to clean her up and then just sit next to her and calm her down. But I don't find myself.
If it were one of your children, would you panic or would you be just as calm?
I stay calm because I see the
make
way.
new children, right?
I see the way my patient act, and I can see my daughter in her. So I feel compassion, and I feel like, oh my God, it's like my own kid. Because I can see my watermelon Jewel will call, I want my boyfriend, and all this stuff. So that's why I just say I have to take care of the patient.
Okay, thank you for your input. Anyone who's not a Bodhisattva, would you like to contribute? Yes, 6. That's weird. You don't even panic in those situations, never, ever? At least once in your life, in that life-threatening situation, you never, ever panicked. Seriously? The first time, ever?
Thank you, Master. Before I went to our temple, I do feel panic, and I noticed that usually when I'm panic, it's because I don't know enough to take care of the patient.
You don't know enough.
So when you don't know enough, then you don't know what can you do, and then
You lost patience, right? Some of your patients died on you.
I have a patient almost die on me,
Okay.
but that's when
I want someone who died on you. You don't have a second chance. Okay. Okay, very good. So it's interesting, huh? Okay, 6.
I think her not panicking comes from the confidence in, like she knows. A part of it is kind of confidence that she knows how to handle it, but oftentimes we don't know how to handle it. I think panic comes from the fear of the consequence. Like when we are too attached to the result, we want it to be good, we want to be perceived as right, smart, we want to be perceived as we can do it. We're too focused on the fear of what if I cannot, then we definitely will panic.
Is it what happened to you? You focus on what you cannot do?
Focus on the result.
On
What
the
if?
results? That's not his problem though. Is it? I don't think so.
Can we be
Don't
more
let me
specific?
influence you.
On
Don't
the,
argue with me.
I'm not arguing. Like I'm asking, can he be more specific with his fear? Like what's the case?
Yeah, we have come with that. But I don't think that's his problem. Is it?
No, not really.
Okay, so why do you think you panic? I think you know. You have a hunch. What is your hunch? Why do you panic? It doesn't seem to make sense. You panic because you're busy and have too many things to do, so you panic. It's not like you have a life-threatening situation, okay, or you must prophesize like a prophet, okay? But you panic, right? Just because it's a trigger. When there's so many things, like you juggling too many balls, you panic. Have you tried juggling? Do you panic? Yeah, it's just that too many things, he panics. All right? That's what I'm hearing. It's not your reason. It's not. So, anyone else would like to say anything? Lou Mountain.
Hi, Master. We will always fall to the level of our preparation. And this I found throughout all my life.
I'm confused. I'm not panicked, but I'm confused with where he is. What was it? What did you say again? We are what?
We always fall to the level of our preparation. You will never exceed the amount that you're prepared for in any given moment, in my experience, and most professionals think this way. To illustrate my point, as you know, my knee is still high up to the sky. And of course, you know that was coming from a martial arts break. So when that happened, I was sparring with a judo champion, and I lost that match. He threw me using my favorite move, and he snapped my femur into 3 pieces. So that moment, everybody in the dojo heard the sound of my femur shattering into 3 pieces. And the pain is not something that I will ever be able to forget. And because it shattered so sharply and the pieces were like knives, when the paramedics moved me, the bone cut into my muscles every time they moved an inch. And I waited in the ER for 5 hours. I thought it was 3, but my ex-girlfriend told me it was 5. And I just sat there and just dealt with the pain. Now, 100 years ago, I would be dead. I would bleed out and die. So this is not technically life or death, but as close to it as I've been before. And laying there, listening to everybody around me in the ER room screaming for whatever reason, and seeing my leg grow to the size of, a tree trunk, I wasn't panicked. I wasn't afraid. The first thing I said to the ER who drove me to the paramedic who drove me to the ER room was like, I said something stupid like, I'm gonna go backpacking next month. Do you think I can do it? Something stupid like that. The reason why I didn't panic was I've spent an entire life training myself for the high pressure moments. in the film industry where I work, if you don't perform, you get fired the day of. Every TV episode is worth millions of dollars. And if you are a part of a delay, you're fired. And living under that type of constant pressure, I learned that the only thing that I can do to deal with pressure is to be in more pressure, to put myself in the most pressure events or training as possible, including martial arts, and I think this training here at your temple as well. But the more pressure I put myself under, it's like a poison, a little bit of poison every day.
Have you tried
So
Russian roulette?
But I think you get used to it the more you put yourself in it.
Okay.
There's no intellectualizing it.
Did you also try inhaling?
Doesn't work.
He did try. Okay, thank you for your input. Anyone else? Okay, very good. We're not gonna, I'm trying to avoid going to specific with this young man here, okay? But it seems to me that what bothers him doesn't make sense to him, right? It's nonsensical. You just panic, right? If somebody it's just more things than you can juggle, you panic naturally, right? Anything, as long as you can juggle 3, now you throw in a 4th one, you panic. Doesn't matter what, right? It could be a cat, could be a dog, could be a ball, anything. You panic, okay? It's called panic attack. I know you'll be disappointed. I know you expect something a lot wiser from me. You can't pressure me at all, okay? Okay. So it's not you. You have affinities with this panic ghost that when you have more than you can handle, somehow is able to get into you and cause panic. That's all. If you try to explain it, you try to talk to a shrink, it's not going to help. Okay? Because it's no rhyme or reason. Anything, if it's more than you're accustomed to, more than you can handle, you panic. Naturally, that's what I heard. It doesn't make sense. That's why you can't figure it out, because it's not logical. Okay? Good luck to you, my friend. Okay, very good. So your remedy in the long haul is you need to continue to build your samadhi so that it cannot harass you anymore. That's all. It's that simple. Okay, you're at this level right now, that's why it's able to enter you. You get higher, it's harder for them to get in. Higher, your mind is stronger, more resistant, then it's much harder for you to come in. Same thing, a lady who said, I'm without my children, I feel, lack meaning in my life because it's right now. Okay, these thoughts will affect her when she gets to the next level of samadhi. Then these types of thoughts, okay, will not be as she won't be affected as much by those types of thoughts. Higher level, even less affected. Higher level, even less. That's a remedy. Okay, that's one thing. All right. So if that happens, you just have to cross your legs if you have a chance. Okay. If not, you recite. You ask for help. Okay. When you're really panicking and you become helpless for no rhyme or reason, okay, instead of dwelling on that fear, that paralysis, okay, you're still aware of the fear of the paralysis, yes, It's not like you're dead. You're just frozen, right? Overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed, like you can't breathe anymore. So what you do is you simply recite One Yin Bodhisattva. I mean, the old abbot can teach you. You still drive him around, don't you? Yeah, okay, yeah. So now that's why I recommend One Yin Bodhisattva, because he's One Yin Bodhisattva's boy. And so kind of remind One Yin Bodhisattva, I'm driving your boy around. Okay, so you could try that. You could try that. The next time that you feel panicky, it's really no foundation at all. Okay, instead of becoming incapacitated, okay, recite One Yin's name. One Yin, please help. And you do it quickly enough, sincerely enough, it will go away. That's how you fend for yourself. Okay? Good luck to you. So each case is different. His is not normal. That's why clearly to me that's an external issue. It's not internal at all. Okay? It's not him. Okay, he's logical. He can figure out how to get deals that you never imagined is possible. And so it's not like he can't handle it intellectually, but for him to be frozen like that, it's not normal. Okay, they're stronger than you right now. It's more incentive for you to work a little bit harder to become stronger than them. Okay, that's all. Don't worry. You get there. Anyone else? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Forget the sutras. Today we should do counseling. Yes, one.
Dạ, con chào thầy. Con bị chronic pain, cái back pain của con á, cũng cách đây 10 năm.
Back pain là cái gì?
Cái chronic pain, chronic pain ấy. Back pain.
Đau lưng,
cái đau lưng của con là tại vì con bị giống như là bị thoái hóa vị đệm á thầy.
Vậy?
Giống như degenerative disc á thầy.
Mà bị đè.
Bị cái disc của
cái disc bị đè, nó đè cái
đệm á.
Ok. Nó đè cái gì?
Nó giống như là nó bị degenerative, tức là nó
bị squish.
Nó
bị ép chứ đâu phải bị đè, nó bậy hơn thầy không hiểu được.
bị cái vỉ đệm.
Bị đệm. This is too much. Okay, that's extent of my Vietnamese vocabulary. Okay, translation. Go ahead.
Dạ thì con cũng bị 10 năm rồi thì lúc có đau quá thì
hồi
con
nang là gì?
10 năm á thầy. 10 years.
I think you're playing tricks on me. Continue.
Thành ra là con có một lần thì con đã nghỉ làm, nhưng mà thì con bây giờ thì con khi mà con biết là đến thầy để con tới chùa thì con ngồi thiền á, thì con ráng ngồi để trị cho cái đau lưng của con. Nhưng mà khi mà con ngồi á thì có lúc nó hết, nhưng mà có lúc của con nó lại bị đau lại. Nó đau là mình ngồi không được, nó bị thốn lắm thầy, very sharp, giống như là rất là thốn. Cho nên con thấy mỗi lần mà con ngồi, mà nếu mà con ngồi lâu hơn, lúc trước thì con ngồi chưa tới 1 tiếng, nhưng mà bây giờ thí dụ mỗi lần mà con tăng thêm cái thời gian ngồi một chút á, thì nó lại rất là đau. Nó đau mà con ngồi không được, con phải nằm nghỉ phải mấy ngày rồi con mới ngồi lại. Mà mỗi lần con cảm thấy là bây giờ là lần thứ 4 con bị rồi, tức là mỗi lần con được nếu mà con thêm giờ mà để ngồi thêm thì con là bị đau là con phải nghỉ. Mà đến hồi con ngồi lại á, thì nó sẽ tăng hơn cái lần mà trước khi con bị đau. Thành ra rằng là nhưng mà cái đau này nó bị đau giống như trong cuộc sống của con á, cho nên con không biết là làm sao mà con có thể cho nó không đau nữa, bớt đau được nữa để con có thể ngồi lâu hơn á thầy.
Hello, Master. I have a back pain for 10 years. It's about this degenerative. This happened 10 years ago already. So there's one time that I quit my work, that I go. No, I'm sorry. I was thinking of going to meditate with you, and I tried to meditate, and my back become very painful, and to the point that it is a very acute and a very sharp pain. And every time that I sit longer, it's become more painful. Before, the pain was just a little bit, but every time I'm trying to increase the duration of sitting, it started to become more painful. And it took me several days to recover. Usually I lie down for several days. So now it is the fourth time that that pain was keep increasing. And so then now my back become more painful, and I don't know how to reduce that pain so that I can sit longer.
I don't know exactly what the problem is or how to fix it. It's best that you talk to a doctor. Okay, I need to hear a doctor's opinion. We're not doctors. We can't formulate medical opinions. So what did your doctor say about this? And what's the remedy that was suggested to you?
Dạ, bác sĩ có nói là con bị thoát vị đệm. Nói rằng là con giống như bị disability, bao khoảng 15% cái disability của con. Có cho con uống thuốc, nhưng mà con uống một lần nhưng nó làm cho con nó mơ mơ màng màng á. Thành ra con không có uống nữa. Thành ra con không có muốn uống thuốc, mà con muốn trị. Con đi chiropractor hoặc là đi chăm cứu. Thì lúc trước thì có lúc cũng đỡ, nhưng mà rồi cái nó cũng trở lại. Nhưng mà khi mà con ngồi thiền thì con thấy nó có khi help. Mà cái lần mà giúp con là khi mà con đi medicine repentance thầy, thì trong cái ngày đó lại Phật dạy thì con thấy là con đỡ đau, mà giúp cho con coi như là con không có đau cho khoảng 1 tháng. Nhưng mà sau đó thì con cũng ngồi được, cái thời gian nó lâu hơn, nhưng mà xong rồi con giống như nó bị cái cơ nó giãn, hoặc cái gân nó giãn, nên con bị đau quá.
So no surgery possible that would fix the problem? Any medical procedure?
Dạ, bác sĩ cũng có nói rằng là con không tới nỗi nào để mà đi, con không cần phải đi mổ, nhưng mà chỉ cần là stretching hoặc là uống thuốc. Nhưng mà con cũng ráng, mà mỗi lần con làm vậy thì nó đỡ, rồi nó cũng trở đi trở lại. Tức là nó không có hết hẳn á thầy.
Okay. Basically, she's talking about a medical condition that I don't know anything about, and I'm afraid that I don't want to touch it. She should talk to a doctor who tells me what the exact problem is. Okay, and it turns out that maybe maybe we can talk to our doctor here, okay? And maybe she can give me a clearer picture of what is happening, and we can see what can be done. Okay. All right.
Con cảm ơn thầy.
Okay. Blue Mountain.
Hello, Master. First, may I ask to repent for trying to harm people?
Okay.
I don't know.
Trying, or did you harm people?
Trying. I don't know what happens like last Sunday or something. So it started with like car, and the car was just standing there and it's not supposed to. So I was just really afflicted. And he just parked right there, he's not supposed to, and he told me to go, and it wasn't good. And I just got really afflicted, and I really wanted to harm the person, but I didn't have the spiritual power, and I would if...
And you never will.
At that time. And then it happened continuously 2 more days after that. Like the next day I had same car issue and the thought to harm, and then the next day again. I don't know what happened to me, Master. So it normally doesn't happen. I don't know what happened, Master.
I don't either. Okay, repent.
So
what do you want me to say? I don't know what you're talking about.
It wasn't like any attack or anything? It wasn't a test of me or anything?
10 Ave Marias.
Thank you, Master.
Okay. You're welcome. What was the problem again? Yes. Here, 4.
Thank you, Master. I just want to share a miracle that happened last weekend to my sister. So last Sunday, I believe, that you was at DTT. And then my sister from far, who lived almost 4 hours away from here, she came and visited.
The cook, right?
Yes.
Oh, I like her already.
Yeah. She actually, her husband passed away when she was 35, and she has 6 kids, so she raised all her kids, and she's always working hard and busy, and I never heard my sister complain about anything, but she constantly on the go.
You see how she makes those Vietnamese crepes. Yeah.
And then, but the thing is, last month her children took her back to Vietnam to visit, and they put her on a massage chair, and somehow the massage gave her so much pain that she suffered for the whole time when she get back from Vietnam. She say, I can't even lift my arm. It hurts so bad. At night I have to sit and sleep. So she went and visit my family, and then my husband did something, and she said it helped a little bit. And then we took her to the acupuncture, and she said, "No, what happened? Your husband helped. It reduced the pain. I was able to sleep, but when I go to the acupuncture, now the pain, everything come back." Then when she went to DTT, she said, she didn't tell me at DTT, but when we got home at night, when I get back from work, she said, "No, something happened to me in DTT." I said, "What happened?" She said, "Why Master was giving lecture, and I sat, but I feel like something poking at the site that I'm in, the
Pay
pain.
attention.
The pain, the side that I have so much pain, and I thought that someone is poking me. A kid was bothering, but I turn around, I don't see any kid, and it came poking, and the pain was intense. But when I get home, everything, like the pain is like reduced 90%, and at night she slept like a baby." So she says it's a
At
miracle.
DTT?
Yes.
So a kid, are you sure it wasn't Cordelia's son?
No, she says no. She felt like somebody poking her from the back at the
Poking?
side. Yeah, poking and like trying to do something at the part where she feel the pain. But
No,
when she-
Anthony either.
No, none of the kid was
He
around.
wasn't around, yeah. I
No.
don't think he was around. How interesting. So some sort of kid she couldn't see? This is getting interesting.
It's not the kid. I think she feel like a kid. She feel like something poking, and she thought it's the children was bothering her. But she turned around. She sees.
Kai, was it you? He pays attention, you know, he pays attention. He pretends not to hear us, but
So-
he hears everything.
So thank you,
He
Master,
sees
for
everything.
the. Thank you, Master, for the.
So,
help.
so something poked her back. Smell like, seems like a small hand by the size of Kai's hands, right?
He said
And
something.
Oh, like this.
Yes,
So
he
it's
said
bigger
something
hands.
in the back, and it's just like, it's like working on healing her body. So she.
Wow.
She
You
said,
see?
"Thank you."
See, it's got to be Wan Yin Bodhisattva. You know, it's, you know, XC is Wan Yin's boy. I keep on telling you. Wan Yin saved him, and now Wan Yin saved her as well. How cool. So she's okay now? 10%?
Yes.
Only 10% left?
Yeah. So she'll come again, and I'll check her out. She really.
Then
wanted-
next time will be 100%.
Thank you.
Wow, what a miracle. Did you hear that, Macho Nacho? How? Don't scare me. How interesting. Wow, fascinating. Miracles, huh? Well, thank you for sharing your experiences. Mr. Park, did you have any experience, good experience at DTT? Anything, any healing? All the way from Korea.
It's very peaceful here, and I was very tired in the Europe, but I'm recovering, and it's very nice to sit here, Master.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Keep recovering.
And also I'm very happy to meet people in person.
Like who?
When I was in Korea, that I just saw their appearance, their faces.
In the temple, yeah.
Yes, and WMT and here and the Gold Forest, I'm very happy to meet people in person.
Are they, so they're better than on the intertemple? The Koreans are always very polite, you know. You need to fish for details. Okay, so anyone in particular?
Oh, I met Cordelia this
Oh,
morning.
of course, our Cordelia.
It was really fun to talk with her.
Yeah, you have a lot in common. All right, so only one, huh? Okay.
Thank you.
How was Europe? I'm just curious. What's your impression? We're going to hear more about from Master Z tomorrow as advertisement. But how about you? What's your impression of your trip to Europe?
I think that there are two groups of people, I think. One is that very familiar with our way of practice through the Zoom. For more than a year, the Venerables nurtured our networks of Zoom in
Like
Europe.
which Sunim was that?
It started with Venerable Shinan, and now the Venerable Shinpu, and also
The troublemaker.
Yeah, yeah. and Venerable Shinsho and Venerable Shenzhen in JMT.
GMT. Shenzhen.
Yeah.
Shenzhen. Yeah. The Chinese girl.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
right.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, three of them quite put effort on having the Zoom session with European people. And they were really happy to have Master Z and sit with us. And they kind of can tell difference with the Master Z with full lotus. That was their true valuable experience.
Did you feel any difference in Master Z? You yourself? You just you haven't seen him for like a year, over a year, right? You yourself.
Yes.
You see any difference? You feel any difference?
Myself?
Yeah. See, the Koreans is like that. They don't like to talk about themselves. You have to draw it out of them, you know.
Well, in fact, the Master Z was kind of more relaxed and very easy to talk with, and very agreeable. I think that it was really fun with Master Z.
Master Z, fun.
Yeah.
That's new.
Yeah, that's true. I was kind of well, it's a pleasant surprise that it was
fun.
really fun.
Does he crack jokes or fun in what sense? It's a foreign term to me. He cracks jokes.
Indeed, he was he jokes and yes.
Wow.
And
he changed.
When we had the tour, when we have the city tour, he was very happy with it. And
when you had a beauty a beauty rest or beauty fork?
I'm sorry?
City tour. Okay.
Yeah.
And
when we have tour, we have a very pleasant talk and jokes, and he kind of enjoyed eating. He enjoyed eating.
Enjoy eating.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow, that's not a real monk.
And
we above eating, you know, enjoying eating.
And he also tried the non-alcohol beer.
Okay, I have a talk with him. The German ones or the Spanish ones?
For sure, German one had. Spanish,
what do you think? The Germans are better than the Korean ones, or? You have some in Korea too, yeah?
German is better, yeah, definitely.
It's better?
Yeah, yes, Germans is better.
How much better?
I think you can. It's another dimension.
So scientific, yeah. Okay, excellent. Okay, continue.
And there are other groups which were not in our Zoom link, and there are new people. They are kind of new to our practice, and it is a new concept for them to enduring pain. So when we talked about the lotus, full lotus or half lotus, they seem don't quite get into it. But when they practice, when they tried reciting Buddha's name, and mantras. Master Z, they were quite into it, I found.
Bowing too, I imagine?
Well,
Not bowing?
Bowing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they also like the bowing because through the workshop or retreats, they sat, they continue to sit. So I told them that the master told that the bowing is a meditation in the movement. It helps to the meditation, and they gladly practice it. And also, I think that they have the tradition of Christianity, and they are familiar with
The bowing.
blessings. So they liked. Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, so how do you feel? How do you feel now, recently?
Here, United States? Well, in fact, the master is like, for me, it's like a pilgrimage in the States. They're going around the four
In a different
temples.
dimension, yeah.
Yeah, I
The Americans talk like that, you know, things talk nonsense. It's totally different dimension. Continue, yeah. A pilgrimage.
I visited four temples in the state, all of them, and each of them have its true characters. It has its characters, and it was really kind of for me touching to see four different places. When I came to the Way Mountain place, the first place that I stopped by was WMT, and I kind of felt that the Buddha hall is not that big, but it felt
What do you
really
mean not that big? Compared to JC, you mean?
I mean, well,
Don't believe him, you know, he's Korean. Yeah?
It felt huge for me. It's and it's kind
Not big becomes huge after I complain.
you know, I saw a lot of cathedrals in Europe and came back to Way
Cathedrals,
Mountain.
yeah, right.
But I think that even though the space is not that big, but it felt really big for me, and it's a very very grand. And the Lu Mountain, that's a very calm and comfortable places I found. It's like in the forest when
Wait. Lu Mountain, temple, and calm in the same sentence to you?
Yeah.
I gotta go take a look.
It's like in the forest. It feels like.
Calmer than DTT?
DTT is really, DTT feels like a pure, it's sort of pure.
Purer than LMT?
It's different, I think that different.
How different?
You mean JMT?
No, LMT.
Yeah, LMT is calm and comfortable, but here I
is
feel
sleepy,
like
relaxing.
Not relaxing though. It's
I was there just 4 or 5 days ago. Be careful, I still remember. Speak truthfully.
Yeah, it's It's well, it is too much, but I sagely pure, I think. Yeah, yes.
You hear it? Huh?
Yeah.
Did you hear?
And yesterday I stopped. I went to Gold Forest for Master's birthday party.
You were here? I mean, you were here.
Yes. And there, really, it's like it feels like a
zoo.
mundane tourist world.
People wearing glasses, drumming the guitar, looking for a heart of gold. I'm getting old.
I can feel the people's warmth there and feel the unity there. It's very
Unity?
nice. Yeah, warmth.
Are you sure it's Gold Forest? Yeah. I see.
And every temple, every corners are clean and yeah, it's in the
Compare to Korea, you think it's clean? Young Song tells me that WMT stings to her. I would never forgive her for that.
Well, in the Buddha hall, it's really I can see the kind of rigor of the master's way, I think.
Which Buddha hall? Which one is
WMT.
that? WMT? Ah, of course.
So, it's really inspiring for me to visit these 4 temples.
Okay, enough phrases. How do you feel yourself? Any change?
For me, I think that the
Stop thinking.
okay.
You feel any different?
Yeah, I'm very comfortable myself, and I don't quite
More than before, more than when you first came.
Yes.
Yeah. Now you notice.
I sort of.
No, I'm not putting words in your mouth now. Okay, I want you to know that I'm not putting words in his mouth. Say it anyway.
Well, when I come to America, I sort of have some kind of burden that I'm here to practice, and I got to do, put my effort.
Yeah, Korean thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Korean pressure.
But, when I come to WMT and meet people,
and you realize these people are goofing off.
and with the people and sit in the temples.
That's before Master Z went to WMT, right? You were there.
Yeah.
So then you realize what? Be careful.
Master Z? There?
Yeah, when you first came, your impression was?
You mean the Master Z?
No, WMT. You
WMT?
said you came with these fixed ideas that got to cultivate. You got to show to them how Koreans cultivate and continue. And what's your impression of them?
Of the people there.
Yeah, WMT.
I think that people there. I cannot feel that kind of. They seem to be very natural, and what they do, they practice and meet people, talk very natural, and their practice and cultivations are quite seem natural to me.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm more relaxed and mingled with them, and yes.
You more relaxed, and when you went there, you came to WMT, more relaxed, and right now at DTT.
Oh no, from WMT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more relaxed there, right?
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
no one
yes.
looks at you.
And Venerable Shintong made a very nice food, and I really
She likes
enjoyed it.
Korean. She used to be in Korea. She was Korean. Look at the features. It's Korean features.
So I found that she is a little bit older than me, so I called her.
How old are
Nonu.
you? You're 45?
I'm 62.
You, Qin-tung, and the engineer is 62. So same age.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. No hair either. We all have no hair. And so it's more relaxed. It's more relaxing at WMT than at DTT.
I think, here I'm very comfortable. I like San Francisco.
So comfortable. So different from relaxed.
Yes, different.
And the Korean difference is?
I'm sorry, what Korean?
What is the difference for you Koreans? Relaxed and comfortable.
WMT, I still will practice hard, but I don't, I can do it naturally. And,
no pressure, right?
Yeah, no pressure.
Okay, that's why you're relaxed.
Yes, right.
Okay, you're welcome. And and comfortable. What is comfortable? This is very important. This is very important marketing information, mind you.
Yes. Here, I think that the air is different from LA.
The air is different.
Yeah. Yes.
It's the Bay Area air. Not as polluted. Yeah.
It's more free and
more free.
Yeah.
And no people around.
Muscatine is very warm.
All the people in Gold Forest. They're here, All right, very good. Anyone has any question for him? I don't want to monopolize my Dharma talk. Huh? Anyone? Anything you like to do that you wish you could, but would not dare ask? That's very American.
I'm sorry,
See what I mean? Anything you like to do?
Here?
Yeah, there, DTT.
DTT?
Yeah.
Well, in fact, this is my third time in San Francisco. So the locality itself that I already went to the places. So I don't have any particular to go or eat anything here. But as I told you that here is the atmosphere of this Buddha hall and the temple is really nice. So I want to really spend time in the Buddha hall. And also there are some chores Venerable Shinlai wanted to do with me. In fact, I was really happy in WMT to have a chance to help the jobs there.
The AC, HVAC. Just don't want to put pressure on you. I don't mean to put pressure on you. But what about if you had to compare DTT with Gold Forest?
Wow, Gold Forest. That is really. As I told you, there are really nice people.
They're nice people.
Yeah, one place to be with.
They're always polite. So nice. So you're comfortable at DTT,
Yes.
but you
yes.
go to Go Forest, and it feels nice.
And I want to really hang out with the people there. That's very nice.
Like who?
Oh, in fact, yeah. Yesterday I don't ask them the names, but of course Jung is there. There I can spend with him, and also the young people.
Did I hear you right? You want to hang out with him?
Well, he's very he's very pleasant to talk with. In fact.
Seriously?
Yeah. Well, we are at the same age.
The women here are kind.
There.
You know,
Not
they're
too
very
fair.
kind here. You know. We put up with him all these years.
Yeah, really. Then other people
He hasn't changed. The same guy.
Maybe
We
other
evolved. He didn't know it.
Yeah, maybe then other people must put up with me too.
Yeah, you both are the same. Yeah. Very good. So it's comfortable at DTT. It's nice here. I would, you know. You're going to have a bad reputation to the Koreans. A comfortable temple. A nice temple. It's so relaxing at the third temple. Good Lord. Okay, thank you for your input. Anyone has any question for him? You're not curious? No? You just Koreans too. The Koreans, when you ask them, you have any question? Anyone has a question? He's not a typical Korean, he's too talkative. Okay, well, we're glad you're here, right?
Thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Have few more minutes, 3 more minutes. Anyone has, Lu Mountain Temple? Okay, thank you, Professor Park. Lu Mountain Temple.
Master.
Yeah.
May I add something?
Sure.
Maybe my wife would listen to the Dharma talk. I'm very grateful to her. Having this 2.5 months break, they allow me to.
For her, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, anytime, huh? Okay. You need a break. If she needs a break, yeah. Yes, Lu Mountain Temple.
Thank you, Master. I want to ask Mr. Park, does he think that he'll tell people in Korea to be more natural now that he's been to WMT?
I'm sorry,
Oh, sorry. I was going to ask Mr. Park, will he tell people in Korea to be more natural like they are at WMT?
Wow.
That's American for you.
Yes. Well, I think that they will get natural when they come and mingle people here, I think.
But not in Korea.
Not in Korea. Wow. We are natural in our way. Yeah.
It's so Korean.
Yeah.
He always says the right things. You know, that's so Korean. You know.
Well, we have conflicts there too, but we have our way of natural.
Okay,
yes,
you're right.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Yes.
Yeah. Let me ask that young man there, Lu Mao. What makes you say that the Koreans are not natural?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, what makes Koreans not natural?
Your question seems to be based on the assumption that the Koreans are not natural. They should be more natural.
When I went to Korea, they told me when I was sitting that they didn't feel like I was trying because I wasn't even crying yet. No one at WMT has ever told me that.
And you'd never forgive them for that. Gotcha. Okay. So now we even? Okay, very good. Thank you, everyone. I'm sorry we didn't have a chance to go into the Dharma. But you're speaking Dharma, okay, for a change. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.